Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Friday night, Shabbat, test, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Michelle's on the corner out in other side, I don't know, like, find out if she's hearing, because that's the signature. It's not good in here, that's for sure.
That's true. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Got a question for you.
What's happening?
What is custom for, to honor the person receiving benefits from? Like, do you give a gift, you give cash, I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, you can do either. Yeah, you'll definitely see like envelopes with cash or a check, gifts as well. A lot of times people, like, will do something like plant a tree in Israel or establish an Israel bond, like an investment through the government.
$20 in that.
Yeah, it might be a little more, but yeah, it's the idea.
Come to me, because I know these kids, the last several months, and it's great to see that, it's great to see Caroline being the first one to get a bat mitzvah.
Yeah,
And then next month is Brinley.
yeah. In a couple of months, we've got Hannah and Brinley back to back.
Yeah, so
Back to
like
back weekends.
it'll be like August, right? Or
August, yeah, 5th and 12th.
nice.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure, because I was like, no. I didn't know, I mean, I know I'm not expected to do it,
yeah.
but at the same time, they're still one of my chickens.
That's nice.
I don't want to call them children, I don't want to call them kids, so I call them all chickens.
That's nice. That's nice.
They're part of the occupation that I take care of.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm there for burials, I may as well be there for celebrations.
That's right, yeah,
Tomorrow morning, right?
correct.
Okay. The certificates and everything that's fine.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fine.
Question, have you seen our favorite wireless mic? Okay.
Sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hassan.
Joyce, you're right on time. Yeah, really beautiful, huh? Only the best. We didn't like Aiden as much, so that's why. They definitely look in good shape.
I shoot them today.
Wow.
So the other night. Read it.
Yeah, then you can mold them again. That's I have to think of that. Bigger, actually, bigger. Too, because I like their minds to do all the things she worked on. One of those things is.
They were going.
Yeah. 6. Yeah. I'll be here in spirit.
Yes.
I tried, yeah, this, I got this, when I first moved to Jersey. So I only had it for a few years and I would use it like every day or, you know, only use it once a week, I guess, so. Hello, Susan. Hello,
You not look like my family.
could be, but.
This is the show.
No, it's a little scared about this.
Don't do it.
Okay, maybe what we can do, there's usually a cart back here. Well, I mean.
Just said on the same.
Yeah, that seems,
Okay.
that was what I,
Oh, right.
yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So what? What? She doesn't need it tonight. She definitely needs it tomorrow, though. Definitely tomorrow.
I don't have it.
If not, we'll use whatever is.
I can't remember that. That's in my feedback, so the reason.
So you got it. So put the talus in your green bag too. Okay, bring that green bag tomorrow for sure. For sure.
And then I have the thing that I have, it's in that binder,
That's great. Okay, so you'll be ready.
put the candy in and then. In the trunk, that's like, name tags. And it wasn't gonna take the window, because I didn't need it. Shouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, maybe it's get it together.
Well, I'm gonna put it in tonight.
There you go, yeah. No need to mess around.
So,
Yes, you can.
we get a new glass. That's the air.
What was?
The,
Stained glass windows, yeah.
no, not stair glass, one where the, I don't know, it's covering and underneath covering. Besides, glass.
Yeah, where we places where we rest the Taurus. Yeah, that's good news. It's there.
I was over there maybe, and I was hoping.
Yeah, now you're seeing
Is it new?
it's inside a lot, so. It's certainly been here the last 4 years, I can tell you that.
Oh, I didn't bring them. Yes.
That's okay, that's what,
Ocean.
that's for early use on our own time. We've got a kitchen up right up there, fills the morning. Caroline's getting long tonight, it's partying,
Really?
yes,
I'm sure about
I am.
that. Said your last.
Yeah, so my farewell Shabbat is next weekend, but I'll be here the Shabbat after. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess it's just like, that'll be the weekend when we do whatever. But then I'll be right back the next weekend. But it's just me that last weekend, the 23rd, 24th, Rabbi will be away. So that's when the real parties happen, I like to say at least. All right, where is it now? At least there's no one else here except for you and Jacob, just Mary Ann and Ron are here too. But they're always here like. You know, God knows. Probably gets here like 6.
Brian is the first.
Here we go, yeah. Mary Ann, I'm sure she's gonna listen, so. Yeah. I don't have your attendance yet. Yes, I wanted to be here.
I would have been here probably. Around 9:10. What?
The classic leaving the water behind.
That difference. Can you bring the water to the steps, please?
I haven't seen person at the gym the last few days,
No,
but it's also,
I think he was there 2 days ago.
but I was not there today, I was there yesterday and today. It's my, I had not lifted weights in 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago today. Was the last time I was in that gym. But yesterday I swam laps.
But they have a swimming.
Oh, yeah, they got, it's, 3 lap lanes, but, one of them is a little bigger, and that's what they have, like, aqua fit or whatever it's called. This is the first time I saw that class, I was in the pool with them yesterday. Usually I just stay far away, but this time I was like, you know, I want to swim. I only had a few laps to go anyway, so I just messed around. A lot of your peers was.
I like swimming, but I don't.
Yeah, so that's the case with all of them. They're like, don't get my hair wet, like. We're full.
See, I don't. And I don't. Tennis.
Yeah. So did like, I was your parents play tennis, or did you just get into it on your own?
My husband, my father. So, right, not, not, but they actually got married singles. This step. This father. June 9th, we got this. She was, you know, I mean, he was an adult, really. Spark.
Nice.
He taught.
We got you.
But I think once we. Started.
Wow.
Lessons.
Yeah.
No, initially she was everybody.
Yeah, yeah. So
19.
natural. It's still the almost. What is that?
They decided.
East Coast.
We
Oh, well, it's like actually.
down here.
Nice necklace, let's go over there.
Make sure I beat it. I forgot it's hot.
Oh, God, really like it.
Yeah, data place,
Yeah.
I still have my racket right now. The issue is, it would have hot racket at the time, and Prince Thundercloud, but it has way too much power. And for me, it's already like prone to over hitting. So the ball just go flying. But when I got it, you know, in the blue, like on the corner, it was like you couldn't, it was so such a powerful stroke. Yeah. That's right.
That would be good. Maybe one step up. Yes, it is. He was a little. Said
Sorry.
Oh, at least. First say this is what's all last. It's so it's. I won't tell them one first thing you guys have. No, if they get it, or whatever. I would put out. I don't see that. I trust that it's not. I mean, you really have to manage that. Yeah. I don't think it's something.
Or whatever.
So we do have some time, you know.
Yeah, I did bring it up to Kayla. She's away from the 10th through the 17th, so. That's, well, then I'll be away from the 18th to the 22nd.
If we don't catch it this time, we got you on New Jersey.
Yeah, well, definitely, let me know. Yeah. Okay, Caroline, don't get too comfortable. Just right here, right away. Right here, right away.
Up to the green.
Definitely not. Yeah. No. Caroline, how you feeling? Fine. Whenever you make that puzzled look, I'm wondering, what's going on? What's on her mind? I think you're trying to, I think when you do that face, it's like, I don't want to tell Ken or Jake something. Is that what it is? Did I finally figure it out? I think I did, and I think you're upset that I did.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
So
Good to see you all. This
you get my chair.
wonderful Shabbat,
You get my chair for this weekend. I'll call
the
you.
Shabbat in which we're celebrating Caroline Wynn's bat mitzvah and the installation of our officers and board members. We're going to begin our service on page 1 with Yadid Nefesh. We invite forward of our bat mitzvah, Caroline, to lead us in the Chun de Ranina. Turning now to page 3, at the top of the page, Roman numeral.
Roman will. Let our code show. Roman will. Don't know. Key,
K,
key,
K,
key, shadow, key,
K,
key,
K,
key, shadow. Roman, Adonai, Eloheinu, v'yishtachavu, l'char kol shalom. Roman, Adonai, Eloheinu, v'yishtachavu, l'char kol
Shalom.
Ki,
K,
ki,
K, K, Adonai, Eloheinu, Romeinu.
Key,
K,
ki,
K, K, Adonai, Eloheinu, Romeinu, Yasher Koah.
bottom of page 3, we rise in body or spirit for Ms. Maura Ladovey.
Okay. Okay, there it is.
You may be seated. We continue now as Caroline leads us in Licado D on page 4, the first 2 paragraphs and the last 2 paragraphs, all the paragraphs.
Amor besazo, peribor Kish me on Samza Adonai Ekam Shama Ekam Lishemo Tika Revela Tizula Lefa Dirty Lefa Hene Shabbat Father, dear God, Salah. Likrat Shabbat le'kubenel san. Ki mekol ha'ben. Mirosh mitem.
So ben Shabbat. Jodi let Adoni Kraskala.
Yamin small differences. Et Adonai Ta'aliti Al-Yadi Ben Parti Ben Abenagila Lecha Dodi Lecha Shabbat
Please rise the body.
Veshano Ateret Bala Gam Besimcha Uvesola Ochemune Orihala Orihala
May be seated on page 5, the top. We continue. Ms. Moore, shift.
Everyone's so quiet. It's Shabbos, come on, okay. Well, thank you to the 2 people who laughed at that, I appreciate it. So you guys know this one, right? Here we go.
Now, those in mourning, those observing your site, please rise in body or spirit for the mourner's Kaddish, page 6. Yit Kadal, Yit Kadash, Shemerabah, Yomad, Yivrak, Yerusei, Yamdik, Malchutei, B'chayecho, Ubyomecho, Ub'chayei Lekol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agalam, Bizman, Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shmerabah, B'morach, L'olam, Umei Omaya. Yitbarach, Yishtabach, Yitpa'ar, Yitromam, Yitnatzeh, Yittadar, Yittalev, Yittala, Shemei, the Kudusha, Barichu, Leila, Minkol, Birkata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechamata, Lamiram, Yoma, V'imru, Amen. Yehei Shalom, Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu, Yavo Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimroma, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Yavo Yisrael, V'Imru, Amen. We turn now to page 7 as we rise in body or spirit for the Baruch. You may be seated. Let's read together in the English, the bottom of page 7, in unison. Praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light, who makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai Tzevaot is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever. Praised are you, Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk.
Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavdir beyom laila, Adonai Tzavaot Shem, El Chai V'Kayam, Tamid Yimocha Leinu Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Amari, Arabi.
Amen. Page 8, we continue the singing of Avat Olam led by our Bat Mitzvah.
Yeah.
Ahavat
Olam,
Beit
Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta.
מצוות, וגילוי משפטים, אותנו לימדת.
Then you smile, baby, rains for our time. Ooh, baby, so terrible. The orange young man, the orange young man.
ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולם. ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל.
Shema Israel.
אדוני
Ve'ata
אדוני אוהבך
וכל לבבך וכל נפשך וכל מידותיך והיו קרבים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם בניך ודיברת בם ושיבך ובזך וברכך ובטח ושופך ומלך ושרתם ביום וידך והיו לתותך בין עיניך ופתרתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
It's the best island rating I've ever seen. למה אני רואה כנראה היום ירדנו היינו שנים האלה. היה לכם את זה גם? איזה כאילו עשיתם פה?
Adonai Elohim Eloheinu.
It's gonna be. How we doing? I love how quiet it gets. I feel like I'm like a school teacher or something, like everyone's waiting, okay. Oh, if teachers should be so lucky, am I right? Mm-hmm. Moshe B'Yisrael Tzira B'Simcha Rabba V'Yameru Kulam B'Yitamo B'Yim Adonai Amor Tefilot Osefer Malchutecha Okay, I am Moshe. Sali anu ve'ameru Adonai le'olam v'ne'emar kibarad et yaseh u'gadol yad chazak mimenu Baruch atah Adonai Gam Yisrael. I love this one, by the way. Have I said that before? It's a great one. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Behamidenu Darkeinu Lekayim. Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom Behamidenu Darkeinu Lekayim. Ufra Saleh. Baruch atah Adonai Apores, Sugat Shalom Aleinu Vel Kol Amo Yisrael. Vayal Yerushalayim.
Rise now in body or spirit for the Vishamru, top of page 11, led by our bat mitzvah.
So and I shall let Torah Tameri Torah. Yitzkadal, Yitzkadash, Shemei Rabba, Be'alamadi Barach, Yirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei, Bechayechot, Uvyomechot, Uchayelechot Beit Yisrael, Dagala, Dagala, Uvisma Kari Veimeru, Amen, Yeheshmei Rabba Mevarash, Yitzvarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitvar v'yitzmaminaseh ve'yitadal v'yitalel shemedekut shaberichu ve'ela min cholim echata ve'shirata tushmechata ve'nechemata damira ve'alama ve'imeru.
And then it begins on page 12.
For those still diving in, please continue at your own pace. Caroline will lead us now on page 15 in Oseh Shalom.
Oh, say shalom, we will not. Say shalom, amen. Yeah, say shalom.
Yeah, say shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael. Yeah, say shalom. Yeah, say shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael. Oh, say shalom. Yeah, say shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael.
Amen.
Yeah, say shalom.
Say shalom. Shalom Aleinu. We're committing to the class this time. Here we go. Yeah, say shalom. Yeah, say shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al Yisrael. Yasher Koach, Caroline, I'll see you up here in a second, though, okay? Please don't go too far. I need your help tonight. Where are we at, Rabbi?
Kaddish Shalom, page 17.
Hey, okay, page 17. I thought Kaddish Shalom was on page 16 this whole time. Oh, okay. I was kidding. Shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imeru.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It is now my pleasure to call forward our past president, Phil Brilliant, who will be the presiding installing officer for our installation. Can I move this? I don't like to move stuff on somebody else's property. So Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So Rabbi, Cantor, board members, family and friends, it was my pleasure to serve as the nomination chair committee chairperson this year, along with Janet Miller, Karen Phillips, Sharon Lieberman, and Joe Gordon. But serving as the installation officer tonight is a greater honor. A big thank you to Caroline Wynn and her family for allowing us the time to do the installation during her bat mitzvah. Mazel tov to you and your family. I've seen a few of you b'nai mitzvah over the years. This evening, as we welcome Shabbat, we also mark a new time for our congregation. Maybe not brand new, but newish. As Solomon Schechter said, the Shabbat is a living reality to be welcomed after 6 days absence with that expectant joy and impatient love when a groom meets the bride. The anticipation of something new can often be exhilarating. Certainly, for the past 72 years, going on 73, members of our congregation have looked into each new administration with a sense of joy and expectation. I will first discharge our outgoing board of directors. Will the members, you're going out, Ken, you're coming in. That's okay. We'll do what you got to do. I got a long way to go. No. Will the members of the outgoing board of directors please rise as you can and stand in place when I say your name? Alan Baxter, Robin London, Elaine Collins, Terry Gabor, Susan Schmid, Ken Lipkowitz, Sandy Welsher, and Steve Lieberman. In Pirkei Avot that we study on Shabbat, we learn, do not be like servants who serve their master, expecting to receive a reward. Be rather like servants who serve their master unconditionally and with no thought of reward. As you are volunteer members of the B'nai Israel Board of Directors who have served over the past 2 years and some more, attending meetings in rain and sun and COVID, deliberating thoughtfully on major issues, your thoughts were never about reward or recognition, but only about the welfare and collective goodness of our congregation. We thank you for your service, and you are now officially discharged. You may be seated, but don't go far. We may hear your names again. I will now discharge the outgoing officers of the congregation. When I call your name, please stand. Financial Vice President, Ruben Ackman. Membership Vice President, Penny Leifer. Facilities Vice President, Peter Kate. Education Vice President, Asaf Langer. Religion Vice President, Michael Falk. Communications Vice President, Lisa Casanov. In the first stanza of Lecha Dodi that we sing on Kabbalat Shabbat, we are enjoined to keep and remember the Shabbat. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad. You are the leaders who have kept and remembered the foundation and the challenge of perpetual tradition in our Jewish home here at Congregation B'nai Israel. You have helped to maintain a strong connection to the mission of B'nai Israel and provide support to each member. We thank you for your vision, your dedication, and your service. You are officially discharged from office. You may be seated for a short period of time. There's a pattern here you'll see. So now I will discharge the outgoing president. Michelle, can you step forward? Don't fly up here, take. As it says in Pirkei Avot, Rabbi Tarfin taught, the day is short, the task is great. You are not obligated to finish the task, neither are you free to desist from it. As the outgoing president, your tireless work, long hours, nights, weekends, maybe a few vacations, have provided inspiration. You presided over this congregation with love, respect, and dedication.
Rabbi Tarfon would have suggested that although your presidency is concluding, which you still have time, your commitment to B'nai Israel will remain steadfast. And I know that you will continue to work hard for all of us. It is now my honor to discharge you as president of Congregation B'nai Israel, and we thank you for your service. But before you say a few words, I would like to invite Arlene Newgarden to step forward for a special presentation. And then it says.
It's my pleasure.
Bring the mic down. Who said that?
It's my pleasure as chairperson of the Tree of Life to inform you that, excuse me, in your honor, the following leaves are being added to our Tree of Life. And they read, Michelle Hardis, CBI Pres, in gratitude for devotion, commitment and dedication. Love, CBI family, 2021 to 23. The second one says, to Michelle Pardis for the effort, excuse me, I made a mistake. To Michelle Pardis for the tireless effort as congregation president 2021 to 23 from your board and your friends. These two leaves say it all. We are family and friends. It is our pleasure to honor you, our devoted president for the past 2 years. You truly stepped up to the plate and showed us how important it is to be involved. It has not been an easy job the past 2 years. Michelle, you're like an ever-ready battery that keeps going and going. You are most deserving of these two leaves. You are working, you're a mother, a grandmother, a daughter, a friend, etc. You have given your job as president your best. I am sure you had many sleepless nights. COVID and security made things much more difficult than usual. It is a tree of life to those who uphold it. In the book of Proverbs, you sure do uphold it and set an example for us all. You gave from your heart and we all became a part of your family. Everyone appreciates all that you did. I know that you will continue to be involved. You're a very special person, and we thank you for all you have done. May the love that surrounds you here tonight be with you always. Wishing you and yours good health and happiness and all that you ask for. We thank you and wish you the best future. It's 120. You I spelled it out. Mazel tov, and thank you. Thank you from your congregation family. Here's your two leaves, and you'll give them back to me if you show it to everyone.
That good, Candace? Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
So I'm not going to speak for very long because you've heard a lot, and tonight is all about Caroline. But it's hard to believe that my term is actually over. The past 2 years have been interesting, exciting, exhausting, and humbling. I'm grateful I had this opportunity and that you all gave it to me and that you had the faith in me to lead this family. Mostly I want to thank everyone that really helped me because I couldn't have done it without all of you, and especially a handful of people. My executive board, who right now there is none, but we're going to pretend that didn't happen. Penny, who leads our membership, but does a whole lot more than that. She puts together programs. She is a great sounding board and just an all-around amazing person. Michael Falk. Definitely couldn't have done it without you and your cohort back there, Michael Collins. You really kept us all running, the holidays especially, everything that has to do with ritual. I can't thank you enough. Peter, we have a building that's working thanks to you and your cohort over here, Mr. Foxman. And I thank you because I know being a father, being a business owner and living far away, it was definitely a challenge. And I really appreciate everything you've done, making my life easier. Thank you. Ruben, I'm gonna miss you. I think you're gonna have to stay involved just to keep working with you. Ruben is the best when it comes to everything he touches and making sure that we stay on task and look at every angle of everything financial and just in general for this place. And he loves it so much. And thank you for always having that kind of mind in everything we talk about. So appreciated and wonderful. Lisa. Lisa, who agreed to take on something she wasn't sure she should and killed it, knocked it out of the park, and put together an amazing publicity team. We're getting out there. We're on Facebook. We have PR. We're working on our website, doing all that while she worked full time, raising kids and all over the place. And you're doing an amazing job, Lisa. Thank you so much. Asaf, who is running our education program, again, working, kids all over the place, and really just taking care of our education program beyond belief. Our board of directors, you guys are amazing. I know I keep using that word, but I just can't help it. The passion and the commitment to CBI, nothing could be accomplished without it. You all showed up. I think it was Bill who said it, in all the different weather. That you said it? No matter what the weather was, the discussions we had to have, the hard decisions we had to make through COVID with the security, and you did it. We thought about everyone's needs, not our own. And it was beautiful. My mentors, my past presidents. I can't call you all out by name because the tears will come way too fast. The calls that you took of mine, the help, your support, it really got me through some very rough days when I felt very alone. And I'm very thrilled to join your club of past presidents and sit at your end of the table from now on. Our support staff, of course, Michelle, Marianne, and Marianne, who keep this building running. Rabbi Gershon and Cantor Greenberg, what a pleasure it has been working with you guys. Leading us and helping me and teaching me, and just, it's been wonderful. My last special thank you goes to Glenn. Because not only is he stepping up, I believe it's your fifth time as president, fourth time, sorry. But your support over the last 2 years has really gotten me through this as well. And believe it or not, his sound of reason, I know not a lot of people are going to believe that, but really got me through and helped me so much from the beginning when you said I could do it, and then supporting me throughout really meant a lot to me. So I thank you very much for that. And on a personal note, my friends and family who really listened and helped me and kept me sane and just supported everything I wanted to do here. I didn't accomplish everything I set out to, but I feel like I gave it my all, and I'm not going anywhere. So things I didn't finish, I'm still going to work on, like I promised Glenn and everybody else. So I'm here for you guys. I loved my time as presidency. I'm glad it's over, but this place is in really good hands with our new president and the board. And thank you guys so much again for your faith in me for the past 2 years. Shabbat shalom.
Michelle asked if she has to do this in the future. I said, yes. So I'm retiring after this. But, okay, now I will install the new board of directors. As I call your name, if you can please stand at your seats. Alan Baxter, Robin London, Elaine Collins, Terry Gabor, Susan Schmid, Ken Lipwitz, you guys seeing the repetitiveness of this, Sandy Welsher, and Steve Lieberman. In addition, I would ask that we have those who will be completing their final year of their term to also stand and join them. Janet Miller, Alyssa Weintraub, Fred Weil, Rob Rabinowitz, Karen Phillips, Michael Perks, and Phyllis Cole. The words of L'cha Dodi instruct, break out of your confines to the left and to the right. We ask that each of you as members of B'nai Israel Board embrace the possibilities of our future. And while you are respectful of our past, do not let the past constrain you from thinking out of the box on our future. You're a diverse group of dedicated, productive, and dynamic individuals who have been approved by membership to serve and make decisions that are based upon what is in the best interest of Congregation B'nai Israel. Mazel tov, thank you, and you are hereby installed. You may be seated. So I'll now install the officers of the congregation. As I call your name, please rise. Financial Vice President Ruben Ackman, who does watch every nickel. Membership Vice President Penny Leifer, Facilities Vice President Peter Kate, Education Vice President Asaf Langer, Religion Vice President Michael Falk, Communications Vice President Lisa Casanov. Psalm 96, recited during Kabbalat Shabbat, invokes in us the desire to sing a new song to the Lord, renew yourselves and all people on earth. We are asked to let go of whatever has dominated our week and find a new song, a new melody for Shabbat. With you, the executive officers, we hope, as we embrace each Shabbat with a sense of renewal, that you approach your position on the executive board similarly and enthusiastically. The present and future, our B'nai Israel, are in your trusted hands. Mazel tov, and thank you, and you are hereby installed. You may be seated. So now it's time to install our newest president. Glenn, you can step forward. So as Dr. Glenn Jacobs steps forward, who has agreed to serve as the president of Congregation B'nai Israel for the 4th time in the past 72 years, and upon completion of his term, God willing, he will have equaled what I did in serving for 10 years. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I got 5 more decades. I know. I said I would come back when I'm 70, so I have a little ways to go. I am grateful you are stepping forward to be our president. Aside from the fact that I wasn't ready for another 2 years, but most importantly, you have vision for B'nai Israel of today and tomorrow. As you are installed as president of Congregation B'nai Israel, the premier conservative Jewish synagogue at the Jersey Shore, it comes with many challenges that are very different from your last term as president, different than my last term, and different than last year. Today, the synagogue has less families, but the needs of these families and their desires are not diminished. The synagogue has less income, but our expenses are the same, and the plans for programs and events are endless. And our campus needs some improvements to achieve the security, safety, and fulfillment of a 21st century congregation and synagogue. But I am sure, like your days as a practicing doctor, you will meet the challenges head on, examine each situation independently, maybe dig in or do some testing, and then draw your conclusion as to the remedy to solve the problem with the help of your support team. Theodore Roosevelt said, "The best leader is the one who has sense enough to pick good men," and I'm sure he meant women too, "to do what he wants done, and the self-restraint to keep from meddling with them while they do it. You are not alone at CBI. It is my honor to install you as president of Congregation B'nai Israel. Mazel tov, and the beam is yours."
Shabbat shalom. I figured if Arlene can do the tree of life for 40 years, I can do this again. Didn't hear me? I said, if Arlene can do the tree of life for 40 some odd years, I can do this again. Bill, Rabbi Cantor, and fellow congregants. I would first like to thank the Wynn family for sharing the bima with us on their family simcha of Carolyn's bat mitzvah. She's certainly done an excellent job. It is fitting and tradition that since we consider ourselves at CBI one big family, that we share these two occasions as the first step for Caroline as a Jewish woman and congregation B'nai Israel moving forward to a new administration. In the post-COVID world, CBI aims to return to normalcy and maintain a vibrant, conservative Jewish presence in Toms River with religious, educational, traditional, and social programs. However, we must never forget that the Jewish community comes in many different stripes. But as a greater Jewish community, we are one. Anti-Semitism through the centuries has never differentiated between the black hats, the totally secular, or the denier. At CBI, we have transitioned from a small shul to a large congregation and now back to a small shul. Going from a congregation over 500 family units and a Talmud Torah of over 100 students to under 200 families and 7 students is quite a change. Over the last few years, we have made some changes. However, over the next 2 years, we as a congregation shall address our future. The goals are to maintain a meaningful Hebrew education and social experience for our youth, supplemental services for our elderly, and to continue with inspiring religious services, educational programs, and social experiences for all. To maintain our viability and visibility, we have many resources that we need to use appropriately. We have real estate, we have a physical plant, and we have funds that we must evaluate and decide how best to use them. Luckily, we have a quality executive committee. When I talk about the executive committee, I mean the past presidents also, and a board to guide us. More importantly, we have members of multiple backgrounds and talents that we need to cultivate to assist us on this journey. Growing up in a small shul and joining CBI when it was much smaller, like it is now, I know many congregations thrive because of the skills and commitment of their members. We at CBI are no different. A number of our members have stepped up to lead and assist in new ventures. We need each other to succeed going forward. Although I am not warm and fuzzy like some of our previous presidents, I'm going to try to reach out to get more of you involved. I may forget to say thank you, but thank you in advance for your contributions. Over the next 2 years, I plan to have 2 additional congregation meetings, more like town halls, to try to inform our membership and to hear from them of where we should go. We are in the process of updating our webpage. We are looking at the Kalenu and the e-blast to find a better way of bringing the congregation more timely information. I would like to say I'm excited to serve with the present executive committee and board of directors. I know the rabbi will also be working closely with us as we move ahead on our journey. Change is never easy, but we need to work together, listen to each other, and I know we may stumble, but we will reimagine and secure CBI's place in the future as the premier congregation at the Jersey Shore. I certainly, in closing, would like to thank Michelle for the great job she's done as president. The work she has done leaves us well positioned for the future. I'm looking forward to continuing working with her. And since I'll be away over the next few weeks, I would like to wish Cantor Greenberg the best for his future. And I hope his experience here will be part of the foundation of his future success. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We can't end services without that. Just a few brief comments. To Michelle, you have now earned to treasure the three most important words in the English language: immediate past president. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for everything that you have done. And to Glenn, we welcome you for the fourth time to the Circle of Leadership. You know what they say in Texas? It's not your first rodeo. And we're very blessed that that's the case, because you bring with you tremendous years of experience and wisdom, and you have a new and exciting vision for our synagogue. And I personally look forward to working with you to make all of that happen, to move our congregation forward. And now I ask all of the newly elected and installed officers and board members to rise for a word of prayer. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Avotenu, our God and God of our ancestors. We ask your blessings, dear God, upon those who have been selected to lead and serve our congregation. Stay ever mindful of the high purposes to which we're all well dedicated. Help them to be faithful heirs to those who have preceded us and worthy predecessors of those who will yet follow. May their actions reflect strength and wisdom and bear testimony to the great heritage in which they represent. Grant our leaders strength when they are weary, hope when they are discouraged, patience and perseverance when they face any obstacle. Bless them and those dear to them with health of body, vigor of mind, and serenity of spirit. May their leadership reflect honor upon our congregation and the Jewish people. May all of you go mechayil l'chayil, from strength to strength, and above all in good health. And let us all say, Amen. Mazel tov. Semen tov. Mazel tov. Semen tov. Semen tov. Mazel tov. Semen tov. Semen tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Semen tov. Yeah. Yeah. Mazel tov, everyone. And now we rise in body or spirit for the Kiddush, led by our bat mitzvah. You won't find it in the book, but you can find it in the prayer book in front of you if you want to follow along.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Orein hagam. Amen. Eloheinu melech haolam, Hashem Yisrael. V'Shabbat so in Chilach, Zikaron, say the Yom Tehillah, L'Nikra Kodesh, Zeker Tzion, L'Nisra, Kiram Shalom.
Remain standing now for the Aleinu on page 18.
Elena, I like to with them.
Shalom, Son, Gedolia, Ratzon, Velo, Son, Shalom, Son,
Umi Shabbat, Umodi, Umi
You may be seated. We lovingly recall those whose yurt sites will be observed from today through next week. Elsa Abramovic, Sophie Brill, Alexander Feinvis, Etta Fried, Elaine Gordon, Ivan Green, Naomi Katz, Rose Kleinman, Harold Mazer, Marina Nunez, Saul Peterman, Herz Rosen, Linus Welski, and Ann Spiegel. Now, all those who mourn, those observing your site, please rise in body or spirit for the mourner's Kaddish on page 19. Yit Kadal, V'yit Kadash, Shemerabah, V'yomad, Yivrak, Yeruteh, V'yamlik Malchuteh, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayedechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalal, V'zman Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehesh Merabah, Mevorach, L'olam, Omeo Maya, Yiprach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitalev, V'yitalal, Shemei D'Kudesha Barichu, Ela Minkol V'chata V'shirata, Tush V'chata V'nechamata, Damiram V'yoma V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shalama Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. Osa Shalom V'imromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu, V'yal Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. My pleasure now to call forward Lisa Kasanoff to offer the announcement.
Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov to Caroline Wynn and her family on the occasion of her bat mitzvah. And Mazel Tov to the newly elected and installed officers and board members of our congregation. All are cordially invited to join us after services for an Oneg Shabbat co-sponsored by Joyce Kovner in celebration of her granddaughter Caroline's bat mitzvah and Dr. Glenn and Susan Jacobs in appreciation for all of those who serve our CBI community. Services tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Shabbat morning service, at which time we will celebrate the bat mitzvah of Caroline Wynn.
Morning Minion on Sunday at 9 a.m., Monday and Thursday at 7:45 a.m. Upcoming events next Friday evening, June 16th, Hebrew High graduation during Friday evening Shabbat services. Saturday, June 17th, farewell Shabbat for Cantor Greenberg with a kiddush luncheon. On Tuesday, June 20th, Women's Rosh Chodesh program, light lunch at 12:30, followed by a program. And the theme will be songs to celebrate friendship and peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. And we will be concluding our service with the singing of Adon Olam on page 20.
Adon Olam, Asher Malach, B'Terem Kol, Yetzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'Chef Soko, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'Yahane, Kiglotayho, Levado Yimodora Adon Olam, Ve'Uhayam, Ve'Uhover, Ve'Udia Ve'Tifara Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yetzir Nivra,
Yetzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'Chef Soko, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'Hu Echad, Ve'Ein Sheni, Le'am Shilo Le'avira Adon Olam, Ve'li Reishis, Ve'li Tachlis, Ve'lo Haos Ve'am Yisrael Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol, Yetzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa, B'Chef Soko,
Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Ve'Hu Eli, Ve'Chai Goeli, Ve'Tzor Kevli, Ve'Tzara Adon Olam, Ve'Hu Nisi, Umanosli, Menatosi, Ve'Yom Ekra Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yetzir Nivra,
Yetzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa,
B'Chef Soko,
B'Chef Soko, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Adon Olam, Be'adon Akiruti, Be'et Zishan Be'ayira Adon Olam, Ve'ibruti, Yeviati, Adonai Ve'loira Adon Olam, Adon Olam,
Asher Malach,
Asher Malach,
B'Terem Kol,
B'Terem Kol,
Yetzir Nivra,
Yetzir Nivra, Le'et Nasa,
B'Chef Soko,
B'Chef Soko, Azai Adon Olam, Shabbat Shalom. Wow, you're so happy, Caroline.
she abandoned me.
She did, yeah, she did do that. Will she be here tomorrow? I hope so
Yeah.
too, yeah. I like that your brothers are here. Best haircut I've ever seen, Aiden. Best haircut I've ever seen. What it's all about. Okay, see you. Unbelievable. This guy, unbelievable. Looks amazing, Aiden. Aiden, you look like a young Novak Djokovic. That's right. Who just won? He just beat Alcaraz. To me? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What's the theory? I think that's a good conclusion. Yeah, I think you got that on the. Yeah, I don't think Phil has ever seen a bench in his life, so. Yeah, so you're probably good. Woo! Yeah, this is. This is. Oh, you're not wearing your glasses? I don't know if I've ever seen you without the glasses. What's over there? Hey, Shane Lynn. Didn't I text you? I did text you. I did.
No,
I swear on my life.
looking tonight.
You check those receipts.
Say to me, and Caroline, just me.
One or the other. Check it out. Like a month ago? I know I did. Because it was in the middle of a board meeting. It gave me a great excuse to not pay attention. Because it was like, oh, June 9? That sounds familiar.
Let me check.
You check.
I will.
That was forever. I was losing brain cells. Yeah. Yeah, it's like cookies and fruit, right? Yeah. Classic. Well, next time Joyce has got to like go all out. Yeah. Okay. What you got for me? It seems like something's on your mind. I know that. Oh, I was almost on the river. It's a beach where it's like 10 to 20 minutes away. There's less in all like millions of steps. Try to check it out. Yes. Yeah, the fees and the little fees.